You're right there, Mark here with another installment for you Sons of Behemat players out there. And today we are going over the Smasher Tribe, which I like them, alright? I believe these are the new tribe for this edition with the brand new Mega Gargant, the Beastsmasher. So let's crack on. And if you want to follow along, it's page 66 in their latest 3rd edition book. So we're going to be going over the battle traits, the command traits, and the artifacts of power. So, the first battle trait is Bone Crunching Strike. When a friendly mancrusher gargant unit fights and is within 3 inches of an enemy monster, you can say they will unleash a Bone Crunching Strike. If you do so until the end of the phase, the attack characteristics of the club is 1 and cannot be modified. The damage characteristic is then changed to 4d6, and all attacks made by its massive club must target an enemy monster. Damn. So you forego your 4 attacks and you change to 1. Alright. But you go from damage 2 to 4d6 if it gets through. That can be very, very nasty. Because let's say you roll average for your 4d6. That's 14 damage coming through. Yeesh. I could see that being quite the threat. Either, you know, a last hurrah with one mancrusher, gargant, or you really want to take down this monster. You have a blob of 3 just wail on it. That could be interesting. Very, very interesting. And I like the thematic part of it, that you swinging the club through to clear out hordes, per se. You're just swinging it back and forth. Oh, big, scary monster thing. Wallop, whack-a-mole, straight on its head, knock it out cold. Do like it. Then we got, don't let a few cuts stop you. You can use this command ability at the start of the command phase. The command can only be issued by your general, and the unit that receives the command must be friendly mancrusher gargant unit. Until the end of that phase, use the top row of the unit's damage table regardless of how many wounds it has suffered. In addition, until the end of the phase, each time a model in that unit is slain, if that unit has not fought, that unit can fight before being removed from play. So the only downside is the general has to issue the command. However, the upside is you fight on your top bracket with your mancrushers, and if they die before they get to hit, they get a fight on death. That's really, really useful. You could put them in tandem. You could do the bone crunching strikes, because you know you're getting charged by some creature, some dragon or something. And you go, I'm going to, you know, fight on death and wallop you. You could do that if you wish. That's really, really useful. I do like that. Then, let us go on to the command traits. Seize Green. Once per battle at the start of a phase, you can say that the general is Gorka Morka made manifest. If you do so, this general has a ward of 4+ against mortal wounds until the end of the phase. So, downside is it's against mortal wounds. And it's once per phase. However, that's really, really useful if you want your, your Mega Gargant to really hold on to this middle objective, and your opponent is using mortal wounds to chip you down, because they're one of the most reliable ways of taking down the Gargants, and especially the Mega Gargants. You're now going a 50-50 chance. to stop them. That's really, really useful. Alright. As I said, you're sitting in that middle of that objective, sticking into that fight. That's really tasty. Now we got Marrow Drinker. Each time an enemy monster is slain by this general, roll a dice equal to the monster's wounds characteristic. On a 5+, you can heal 1 wound allocated to this general. Okay, that's cool. That's really, really cool, because you've got monsters out there with like anywhere from, 10 wounds up to 20 wounds. Now, don't get me wrong, it's reliant on the general slaying the model. Fine. But you got a 1 in 3 chance of regaining a wound. You slay a 20 wounded model. Well, that's about 7 wounds coming back, potentially. I just like it. You just break open this monster and just gulp down its bone marrow. That's cool. That is really, really cool. And it's not game breaking, it's just really useful. It's encouraging you to fight big monsters. That's what gargants do. Now, we got artifacts of power. Beastsmasher only. If the unmodified wound roll for an attack made with the bearer's club, menhir club, that targets enemy hero, monster, or war machine is 6, that unit's armor has been shattered. If a unit's armor has been shattered until the end of the battle, ignore positive modifiers to save rolls for attacks that target that unit. That's really, really good, because they cannot gain any positive modifiers, as in all-out defense. For example, don't get me wrong, it is on the wound roll of a 6, not the hit roll of a 6. But if you had that in tandem with Marrow Drinker, like you are a monster hunter, let's just say, that's quite useful. But even against heroes and war machines, that's really, really useful, because they are the ones that you want to be getting through the armor. So if you're walloping them with Ren 2, they can't do all-out defense. They are stuck on that Ren 2 hitting their armor. That's really, really tasty, that is. And then we got Mantle of Tusks and Horns. Beastmasher. Smasher, not masher. Beastsmasher only. Once per battle at the start of the combat phase, you can say that the bearer will channel the Wa. If you do so, add 1 to the hit rolls for attacks made with melee weapons by friendly Sons of Behemat units until the end of the phase. That is huge. That is huge. Downside is once per battle. But you can understand why it is once per battle. Because that's an army-wide buff of +1 to hit with your melee weapons on your Sons of Behemat units. That's their feet. That is their weapons, that their flails, their clubs, whatever. That is an amazing artifact of power. And there's nothing stopping you using that with command traits. At all. There's nothing stopping you. Damn, you could use a command trait to be +1 to wound on a unit. So you've now gone, your whole army is +1 to hit. This unit is now going to be +1 to wound. That makes the Beastsmasher a big force multiplier for your Sons of Behemat. 100%. In all fairness, you could, you know, think about it. You could use that in conjunction with crunching strikes. So now you've only got one attack each for you guys, attacking monsters, but you're +1 to hit. I really, really like that. Really like that. Let alone then going, one of your units goes fight on death. That's a lot of synergy going on there, and I really, really like it. I really like what the Beastsmasher is allowing to have. It is more a, funnily enough, go after monsters, so on and so forth. It's in the name, stuff like that. But it is a channeling unit. It is a force multiplier unit. I really, really like that. But that is it. Thank you so very, very much for watching through to the end. It means the absolute world to me. If you are interested in Sons of Behemat, you played with them, played against them or anything like that, comment down below. Let me know what you think. As always, like, comment, subscribe so you get to know when there's more content coming out. And affiliate links and social media links are down in the description. Any and all help is very much appreciated. It keeps the lights going and it keeps the production going. But I've waffled on enough. I've taken enough of your time. Have a fantastic rest of your day, and I hope to catch you in the next one. Take care.